Hello and welcome to the show. This is episode 51 of the Successful Archi Students podcast. You would probably know that I'm a huge advocate of having an Instagram account as an architecture student. I'm on there myself, posting at least 4 to 5 times a day on my story and in my feed. And I think it's absolutely one of the best and most underrated tools you can use as an architecture student. It's such a great tool for creating relationships and connections with people and architects in the profession, connecting with students who are on the other side of the world. And I've made so many relationships with people I thought I'd never get the chance to talk to through Instagram. And I want to share with you how you can use this social tool to showcase your work and start networking online. So I want to start off with a clip from episode 30 of the podcast. This is from the hour-long episode with Anthony Laney, a firm director in Los Angeles who's running a successful architecture company. In this episode, he talks about the importance of Instagram for architecture students. And it's funny because Instagram is actually how I contacted him in the first place and how we started this relationship. So I'm going to go ahead and roll the clip, and then after this 2-minute clip, stick around because I'm going to be diving deeper into how you can use Instagram as an architecture student. And I want to hear from you. Do you already have an Instagram account? If you do, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you have an Instagram account or not. On your way back, you may as well leave a like on the video as well because it really helps me out, and make sure you're subscribed as well while we're talking about it. Is there a way that you think architecture students can leverage social media or Instagram specifically?
100%.
Yeah?
Let me tell you, so we get flooded with applications, probably like most firms.
Yep.
Like I can't, I work so much and the pace of my days are just lightning speed. So when I get an application, like let's say I get a 5 megabyte portfolio that has 18 pages, I'm literally like, click. Like I'm just lightning speed. I glance for 5 seconds over their cover letter. But if they have an Instagram link, because the format is so standard, it actually, I'm not going to get lost, right? I don't need to wonder how long is this portfolio or did they put their best work for, I want to get an impression. Like, is there a face there? Is there a style there? Is there an approach there? Now, I know on social media, that is not reality. I get that. And I know that personal branding is going through a dip at the moment rather than a high at the moment. But again, reputation matters. I'm curious to know who you really are. And so how can an architecture student, if Instagram wasn't around as much when I was in school, but I would say post your work and post it in a way that considers the audience rather than you, right? Like, what do you want your audience to learn and feel? What do you want them to know, feel, and do? Like, just ask yourself that. And so posting, I think, your work on Instagram is a great idea. A lot of employers are going to look it up anyways. A few years ago, there used to just be caution, like, be careful what you post online because your future employer might see it. Fine. But wouldn't it be cool if you got a job that actually embraced your whole self? Like, I don't know. I just think leverage it because reputation matters and you can help build a reputation.
Yeah. And I think if you are applying, say if someone was applying for Laney LA, which is one of these younger firms where the owner is using Instagram, then obviously you're going to want to be on Instagram as well, because that's the first thing he's going to check. So I guess it's looking at your target as well. If you're going to go apply at a traditional firm, they still might look at your Instagram as well, but maybe you can tailor it towards more of a professional approach then, or if you're going to a younger firm, maybe you can tailor it to a more fun and young approach. Yeah,
firms come in all shapes and sizes, and architecture students come in all shapes and sizes. And so don't try to fit yourself in a box that you're not meant for, right? Like, if you want the buttoned up corporate experience, great. Some people love that. Go for that. But you probably, without trying, if you're meant for that, will attract that. But I like your point. Tailor your application to the firm you're trying to attract. I just think that's wise.
So some of the key things Anthony talked about was, what do you want them, the people looking at your Instagram, to feel know and do. So like, what kind of vibe are you giving off with your Instagram account? Are you in a tuxedo and you're kind of directing more towards a professional company, or are you, in your flip-flops in a tank top where you're kind of appealing to the younger generations? That's kind of what you want them to know and feel. And what do you want them to do? Do you want them to send you a message to get in contact with you? Do you want them to send you an email or message you on Instagram? Or how do you want them to contact you? And what do you want them to do after visiting your page? So the way you should be using Instagram as an architecture student is to be posting your work. As Anthony says, it's just a standardized way of looking at things. He's not going to get lost when he's looking through and scrolling through your Instagram feed. And since most firms are going to be looking at your Instagram anyway, you may as well lay it out with your best work, and you need to curate this to be appealing. Not only is it a way to publish your work and get people to see your work, but it's a great way to engage with people in the profession. And honestly, that's what I do. I just go along and I look at people, what other people are doing, other students, other architects, builders, interior designers, and anyone in the profession. I'm just going through their feeds, I'm commenting on their stuff, and I'm trying to be helpful. I'm trying to give appreciation for the work they're putting in. Really, I'm just trying to get my name out there. And I think that is so important as an architecture student. It's all about who you know, not what you know. And Anthony then goes on to talk about not faking it. What experience do you want in architecture? Do you want to be working for one of these firms in a tie and a suit jacket where you're doing just technical drawing and you're being very professional? Or do you want to be designing in a colorful place? And it's kind of like, who do you want to attract with your Instagram page? How do you tailor your Instagram page to the audience that you want to attract? So as an architecture student, what I would be doing is I would have my bio saying, here is some of my work. Get in contact if you want to know more about me, or if you want to say hello. And then I would just publish all of my best work and keep updating it. And then I would use Instagram on a daily basis to comment and engage with people in the profession. I would use this social tool to get new contacts and to get my name out there and let people know about me. Because every time you comment on someone's post, they're more than likely going to go click on your profile and they're going to have a look at you. Do you have your name there? Do you have a picture of you up there? Do you have your best work there? They're going to look at all this, and then they're going to remember your face. They're going to remember your name. And then if you meet them in person one day, they're just going to instantly have that connection with you because they've seen you before and they know the work that you do. Because a lot of students, they kind of just create an Instagram page and then they'll post some of their work, some of their best work, and they'll just leave it there and they'll start using their personal Instagram page again. But if you're actually using this page to engage with people and you're staying relevant in the industry and you're getting your name out there, that is going to be the biggest advantage you have over other students, just by knowing people and having a presence online. So that is why you need to be on Instagram and how you can use it as an architecture student. I hope this video was helpful. If you want to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss out on future content, make sure you click that button down below. And if you want to check out a couple of my other videos, they are to the side here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Successful Archi Students podcast. Take care, guys.